Turn it off!
Turn it off!
Turn it off! Wait,
Well,
I'm not having gay thoughts. Alright! It worked! Well, can I do the intro?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Hey y'all! Welcome to our second episode of Broadchurch, aptly titled episode 2 of season 2 of Broadchurch.
They make you feel like, everything's gonna go, just simmer down for the end of the episode, and then they stab you in the face.
Let me just say though, like as soon as bald guy Mark's apprentice or whatever.
Yeah, Vince.
As soon as Vince saw Ellie getting into the car, like I knew that Beth was gonna get involved and fuck shit up all over again.
The whole time I was like, please, Beth, just stay in your fucking house. Yeah.
This episode really did a great job of making you wonder, just about everybody, of like bringing a little bit more suspicion into everything.
Yeah.
Not in the way of like, oh, you killed Danny, but like, I don't know if anybody caught it when Beth was talking to the lawyer and she's like, none of us have anything to hide.
And then they
panned into specifically
to Vince and the I forgot her name, the reporter lady, the head of the Echo.
But regardless, you still sympathize for Beth in her whole situation, but at the same time they give you like a good amount of like hate Beth because of this.
Yeah.
And you sympathize with everybody, no matter who they are. You even sympathize for Claire and her husband.
Who are some fishy and shady... It's some rotten fish sitting in the shade.
The shade was kind of brought to light. Her and Ellie were talking.
Yeah.
And when she was like, oh, how do you sit in that house alone all day? And there was like this kind of look that went over her eyes.
Not just that, but that flower that she had hidden.
The bluebell.
The bluebell, yeah. Which, it has something to do with the 2 girls that were killed.
Treble.
Stop, what? Oh. Why do you need my phone? Stop that. No! She likes to take my stuff and put her face on it.
Sounds like my ex. I don't understand the logic behind ruling out the confession. I mean, I understand that the defense made a really good argument on how Alec Hardy he could have persuaded
that's why it was taken out, because they don't have
the
proof that he didn't beat the shit out of it. First off, let me say, Alec Hardy cannot beat the shit out of anybody. I'm sorry, but he has a heart problem. He might be good at running, but he can't break someone's ribs.
That's my point. He passed out while running. He can't beat somebody up.
I know.
You can tell that this trial is going towards blaming Mark for his son's murder. They're trying to pin it on Mark, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Remember Beth's testimony?
Yeah, she was like, it was only once.
No, yeah, I know.
And then, oh my god.
But that's how you sway a jury. You give them another suspect, somebody else to consider.
Yeah.
Paul Coates. Is that his name in this one?
Yes, Paul Coates. Yes.
He's got a little bit of a fling going with the innkeeper.
Yep. Paul Coates and Gemma Fisher are having a very nice little love affair.
She's creating a little illustrious career.
I know, right? I'm like,
first Mark Solano on the night that his son died.
Mark Solano?
First Mark Latimer on the night that his son died, and then the freaking Reverend. Okay, now we've got a little more information on Mark and Joe's son,
Tommy.
Though
they don't call him Tommy, they call him Tom.
Now, originally I thought it was malicious. I thought the reason for Mark meeting with Tom was that it was malicious. I thought he was planning some kind of revenge plan, against Joe. But now you had that little moment between Mark and Tom where Mark was just like, I just want my son back. I just wanted somebody. I know that if it were the other way around, I would want somebody looking out for
I don't know. I'm still suspicious of him.
I'm still very suspicious, and I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah,
but,
because I feel like if that were true, then he wouldn't hide it from Beth. He
wouldn't hide it from Beth. He wouldn't go to the lady's
old house.
To Susan Wright's house.
Yeah. Are we the only ones who are like ridiculously? That is our question of the day. weren't you like ridiculously curious as to how Ellie would look after being hairdressed by Claire? Because we totally were. We have no idea why, but it totally caught our attention. Like, what would she look like after Claire got her hands on her hair, her luscious locks?
If she truly was a hairdresser.
Yeah, that's true. If she truly was.
Which I think she probably was, because if not, I mean, their lives couldn't have been a lie because they were under scrutiny for an investigation.
Yeah.
And we have to remember that Claire did testify against her husband.
Anyway, I will continue to be posting a link where you guys can see Broadchurch on Mondays about an hour or two after it airs. They always post it up. I'll be putting it up on my Tumblr. I'll put the link for my Tumblr down below. All you gotta do is type into the search bar on my blog, Broadchurch, and you will find the link, okay? Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we will see you guys this week in our next American Horror Story episode. Bye.
Go pick my hand.
You weirdo. Stop burping.